The Sorcerer's Apprentice, Human Centipede, and controversies in movies. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm John Rolfe.
And I'm Brian Yevers.
Welcome to Complainers Times.
And if you're too stupid to listen, you don't know what this show is going to be about.
And I hope you burn in hell.
So anyway, how was Sorcerer's Apprentice? Okay, you have to come in and like put the...
She's not gonna move. She's sitting down. She will never move again. Good move. You went like 2 feet. That's crazy. It surprisingly wasn't bad. As far as Nicolas Cage goes, usually his movies suck.
That's true.
Especially The Wicker Man. Oh my god. Though actually, I loved that movie. I really did. You know why?
Why?
Because I almost cried when he died. I was so happy. I was like, Nicolas Cage is dead! Oh my god!
It was Nicolas Cage running around in a bear costume, punching women in the face. It's the greatest plot ever.
There are bees! Roar! Bees! Bees!
Yes.
The Wicker Man is a cult! I'm dead. The end.
Okay, so Sorcerer's Apprentice.
The story was kind of kiddish, but I guess you'd expect that from a Disney movie.
I mean, it was a kid's movie.
And of course, if you've ever seen a Nicolas Cage movie, you know that throughout the whole of Sorcerer's Apprentice, he only had one emotion, and that was monotonous happiness, I guess. I'm Nicolas Cage. I've come to save you. Get on my eagle. And the love interest and the main character, who, of course, the love interest was like way out of his league because he was like a flat-faced nerd and it was weird. But it was so forced in the beginning. It was so forced that it felt like he was just like stalking her. Like, there's the one point where him and Nicolas Cage are on a bench. They're talking about sorcery and whatnot. And she walks out of a radio station because that's where she works. And he just runs after her to go talk to her. And it was like, it was just so awkward.
That's kind of creepy.
Very creepy. I was sad that I spent money to go see it. And I was even more sad because I went to Morristown, and the ticket taker guy was not there. And I was like, damn! I come on the worst day possible. It was weird because it was like, the girl that was taking the tickets was like the exact opposite of him. She was just like, downstairs.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this movie?
Maybe a 6. It wasn't bad. I just wouldn't pay to go see it.
Would you recommend it to people?
Yeah. It was worth seeing, but I just wouldn't go out of your way to go see it.
Okay, so don't rush to it, but if
No.
you have some free time, yeah, check it out.
It was an okay movie.
Okay, well that's cool.
Indeed.
Alright, now on to our next topic, the Human Centipede.
I liked this movie.
I didn't.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
For those of you who don't know, the Human Centipede is it's a current movie. It's about this German doctor who wants to create the first ever human centipede, and that is getting 3 or more people and sewing their mouths to the other's ass.
He connected them through their digestive system.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he was this big Siamese twin doctor who was famous for splitting apart Siamese twins, but then he found a surgery to put people together, and he was like, oh my god, this must be like the best idea ever.
Yeah, I really didn't like this movie.
I don't know why.
Because there's not that much to like in this movie. I mean, I had heard, before I saw the movie, John had told me that it was gross, yes, but it was a really well done movie.
It was.
But I really didn't see that. I'm not saying it's terrible, I'm not saying that I hated it, I'm just saying I didn't find anything that was that likable.
the Doctor. You can't say you didn't like the Doctor.
The Doctor was a good actor. I will say that. That was a good character. But other than that, there really was not anything else. There were no other good or memorable characters in the movie.
The Japanese guy.
The Japanese guy, I guess, but the two girl leads.
Okay.
I can understand why these two girls in the movie, they were the ones with their mouths on the other person's ass.
They really couldn't act.
They cannot act for shit. Even when they had their mouths to the other person's ass and they were like,
I was like, alright, that feels forced.
Yeah, exactly.
Learn to act, bitch.
It was.
If that were me, I would have been like,
they were bad actresses. There's a Japanese guy at the front who's decent.
He was good.
Nothing bad. The Doctor's really the character that stands out. He's the most memorable one.
I think there's actually a character more memorable than the girls is the guy in the car that was trying to hook up with them. I think he was more memorable than the actual girl characters.
Yeah, the girl, I can't even remember the girls' names. Then again, I can't remember any of their names. But really, in the middle of the movie, these two girls are just driving and their car breaks down, and this creepy, like, German guy...
Which is how they got in the situation anyway. Yeah. This creepy, fat, old German guy comes over, and he's like, didn't I see you in a porno picture? Isn't it true that you're always wet and horny? And he just looks at them and he goes...
And he's just sitting in his car for like 5 minutes,
just
saying nothing. This is all he does. Just licking his lip for 5 minutes
staring
before he finally just drives off. That was more memorable than anything the girls did in the whole movie.
No, you can't say you didn't like the ending, though.
The ending was hilarious. Spoiler alert. The ending, there are these three people connected. The person in the front and the person in the back die. So the person in the middle is the only one left, with her mouth to the dead person's ass and the dead person's mouth on her ass.
Which brings up the awkward question: is it true that you release your bowels when you die? I'm serious. Like, that is just like adding insult to injury. She's just sitting there. Oh shit, I'm stuck like this until I starve to death. It's like, what do you do in that situation?
But, I mean, I don't think she was going to be stuck there for long. I mean, like, the cops were killed by the guy.
Well, yeah, they had to go look at them.
Yeah, and they got a warrant and everything, so more cops are probably on their way.
But so the thing is, what... Okay, you're a cop. You walk into a house, you look into a room, and you see a girl sewed together between two dead people like a human sandwich. What do you do in that situation?
You find the nearest bathroom and vomit.
Like, I think I would kill her just out of pity. I mean, like, that sucks. You want me to kill you? She'd be like... Bang. Alright.
Well, you're a terrible fucking actress. Bang.
But I think it was not so exciting just because it was a setup.
Yeah, it wasn't exciting. It was more of like a chronicle thing, I guess. I don't know. It showed how the centipede works. It shows like the doctor like trying to raise them, I guess.
I feel so bad for the Japanese guy in the part where he's like explaining the surgery and the Japanese guy has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
And like he just wakes up attached to people. It's like, what the fuck happened? But it really was a setup movie for the sequel.
Yeah, there is going to be a sequel. And
it's already been announced.
And there's going to be, instead of 3 people, there's going to be like 20 of them, all connected, ass to mouth. I've seen some stuff. Anyways.
Did you go out of your way to see some stuff?
No, I stumbled.
Okay, alright. More like you kicking the door.
Anyway. Would I recommend this movie to people? Probably not.
Shitting in each other's mouth, it's like a German orgy.
No.
Am I wrong?